Don't buy a car with CarPlay if you're not going to use it properly. That's why in this video, I'll show you how to make CarPlay extremely useful, going over the best tips, tricks, and hidden features that I'm sure you didn't know about. And I'm sure by the end of the video, you'll turn into a CarPlay expert. Hit subscribe for more videos like this, and let's get started. So the first thing that everybody wants to do while using CarPlay is rearrange the home screen icons. For example, let's say I want WhatsApp in the front. Usually with iPhone, you would simply hold and then drag, but on CarPlay, that doesn't work. This feature is kind of hidden. You're gonna want to use your iPhone for this. You're gonna want to go inside of settings, tap on general, and then scroll down where you see CarPlay, tap on your car, and then you're gonna see home screen icons. And from there, it's as simple as one, if you wanna delete an app, for example, let's say I don't want WebEx inside of CarPlay. So you can see WebEx will now be deleted just like that. And then if you want to rearrange icons, you simply, for example, let's say I want WhatsApp right in the front screen. Boom, I just changed it. Let's say I want WhatsApp, the first thing that shows up. Or maybe I want it the fourth, and then I want Spotify right here. And maybe you don't have Apple Music, so you want to get rid of Apple Music. Or maybe you do and you want to get rid of Spotify. Or maybe you want your calendar up in the top. Home screen icons, you do that while going inside of settings. And then let's say you want to reset the home screen layout, just like how it was in the beginning. You simply press reset home screen layout in CarPlay, and boom, just like that, it will automatically be changed just like in the beginning. Now, one of the things that I hate about a home screen layout is this right here. I absolutely hate notification badges. On iMessage, for example, I've got 60 unread text messages. And using your iPhone settings, once again, you can completely get rid of that. You're gonna want to go to notifications and then search the app that you wanna get rid the badge of. In this case, let's tap on messages. Just like that. And one, you're going to be able to disable notifications inside of CarPlay. Let's say you don't want to get notified for messages while you're driving. You can completely get rid of that. Or this right here, you can get rid of badge. As you can see, just by tapping on it, I am now getting rid of the badge right here on the top. Just like that. I personally hate that, so I simply get rid of it. And it's such a way much more cleaner look for your car. Driving focus is a new feature that was added to CarPlay not long time ago. And one of the things that you need to do is activate with CarPlay. So what this will do is basically turn on the driving focus automatically as soon as you hop on the car and you're driving, which is extremely useful. Now, if you go inside of settings on your iPhone, tap on focus and then tap on driving, you'll be able to customize what the driving focus does to your iPhone. In this case, you can activate intelligent breakthrough and silencing, which is extremely useful. And now you can customize it a lot here. You can be like, okay, you can allow notifications from, for example, let's tap on Shania, for example. So my girlfriend can call me whenever I have this on, but everybody from work won't be able to call me, for example. You can customize it however you want. Maybe you want your kids to call you, or maybe you want everyone calling you except a specific person. You could customize it, everything inside of that. And then you could also customize your home screen layout. So let's say, I want a different wallpaper, or maybe I want a different watch face on my Apple Watch when I'm driving. So one that distracts me way less. And over here is exactly what I was showing you inside of CarPlay. You could customize it right here inside of settings on iPhone, which is basically when do you want to activate it? Automatically, manually, or when a car is connected to Bluetooth, or simply activate it with CarPlay. You could customize it however you want. Now let's open up the music app, because inside of Apple Music, there's a bunch of really cool features inside of CarPlay. My number one favorite is this right here. This little icon is SharePlay. You can tap on this to make it bigger. And then you can grab your friend's iPhone and simply scan the QR code right here. Tap on music, and what this will do is will allow me to connect to the CarPlay. So maybe you've got a couple of friends that they all want to put music on. Well, everybody will be able to scan this, and then you'll be able to accept them. So all of your friends will be able to play music inside of your car instead of, giving them your phone, which is not something that you want to do. Also inside of Apple Music, the UI is quite simple. You've obviously got skip, play, next song. If you like a song, you could star a song, so you can let the Apple Music algorithm to recommend you more songs like this. You can also create a station inside of Apple Music, which is absolutely amazing. You can be like, okay, I really like this song. Make me a station of more music like this one. So it will give you more songs that are related to that one. Now, inside of Apple Music, let's say you tap on this song right here from Aitana, for example. Once this song ends, there will not be any more music playing unless you tap on this loop icon right here, and there will be constantly new music be playing with your algorithm. So Apple Music will keep recommending you new music. If you don't have this on, the music will just end. With this icon, the music will never stop. This is basically repeat, shuffle, etc, etc, etc. Also, you've got the up next inside of Apple Music, your queue. So you can simply tap that and be like, okay, I want to see what's coming up next for music. I can tap a specific song and just go straight into it. Also, I totally recommend you guys listening to Apple Music Radio. You've got a bunch of really cool stations from Apple Music Uno, Apple Music Club. My personal favorite is Apple Music One. You can also go down and see the interviews, the international broadcasters, the top stations for different genres. It's pretty cool. Also, once you tap on a radio station like Apple Music One, so you can see right now there's a song playing. Let me stop on it. I can actually add it to my library. So let's say you're listening to a live radio show like this. So if you like the song, you can simply tap on the 3 dots and add it to your library, and this song will be added to your library. Now, I honestly can't believe that there's people that don't know that you can change the wallpaper of your CarPlay. You do that by simply going into settings and going into wallpaper, and from here, you've got a bunch of different ones to choose from. This one right here is kind of hidden. There's a lot of people that don't know that there's more. You can customize your CarPlay to, personal photos. Apple gives you a couple options. This black one actually looks super, super minimalistic. It's kind of cool. You've also got different ones. So depending on light mode or dark mode, it will turn white or dark, which is pretty cool. You've also got, this red one, this blur one. This is my personal favorite. It's extremely colorful and looks extremely good with the Apple Intelligence animation. It looks super cool. Or you could go a lot more minimalistic or more classy, like this one. This black one looks just so freaking good on this dark car. And that's it. That's how easy it is to change your wallpaper. And then you can actually change the appearance of that wallpaper by simply going inside of settings and then appearance. You can go on automatic. So if there's, pure light in the day, it will turn on white or a more lighter tone. Or if you're entering a dark tunnel, you don't want your eyes distracting you on the road. So, it will turn on dark. You can always turn it dark, which is what most people do. I feel like CarPlay looks way much better in dark mode anyways. Now, did you know that CarPlay can be controlled by your voice? It's kind of crazy. This is truly a hidden feature. You're going to want to go inside of settings, tap on accessibility, and then activate this right here. Voice control. You're going to want this activated. You can do a couple things. For example, you don't even need to say Siri. You simply say, open music. Boom. Go to the home screen. Swipe right. Isn't that cool? Swipe left. Check out how there's like this little animation. Swipe right. Do you see the little animation right here? Isn't it cool? So yeah, CarPlay can be controlled by voice. You can also say scroll down, swipe right, open app, go home. You can do a bunch of stuff like that. You're gonna know that voice control is activated by this little icon right here, which is blue, or you can go ahead and deactivate it if you don't want it. As you can see, when I activate it, it turns blue. When I deactivate it, it just goes away. While we're here in accessibility, you can also change the color filters. So if you've got problem with your vision, you can turn on the red-green filter. So depending on what you have, if you have tritanopia, you can turn on the blue and yellow filter. You can turn up the intensity. There's a lot of people that don't even have anything, but just want a pure saturated version of their CarPlay. My opinion is just like turn it off if you don't have a problem with your vision, because you're gonna see it way much better. You can also turn on bold text. As you can see, it is way much more bold, but keep in mind that there will be specific words that will be kind of cut off. This is another extremely hidden feature inside of CarPlay, which is this sound recognition. So if you turn this on, your car will be able to detect car horns and sirens. So if there's a siren going on and you didn't notice it, or maybe you didn't listen to it, CarPlay, you'll get a little notification saying, hey, there's a siren, maybe there's an ambulance going on that you should probably care about. It's extremely futuristic and it's extremely incredible in terms of safety, so make sure to turn it on. Now, as you can see, Apple Intelligence is now available in Siri. Now, what does that mean? Is there actually any new features apart from this gorgeous animation that I'm just totally obsessed with? I could do this all day. It just looks so freaking good, so colorful. Now, one of the best things about Apple Intelligence is that ChatGPT is now integrated inside of Siri. So you can ask Siri practically anything in the car now, which is amazing. When is Kendrick Lamar concert in Barcelona?
Kendrick Lamar and SZA will perform at Estadi Olympic Lights Companies in Barcelona on July 30th, 2025 at 9 p.m. Tickets went on sale.
So that's super cool because ChatGPT actually gave Siri that answer. When was Kendrick Lamar's latest album released?
Kendrick Lamar's latest album, GNX, was released on November 22nd, 2024.
Did Barcelona win last night?
Barcelona beat Espanyol by a score of 2-0 in the La Liga match.
The animations inside of Apple Intelligence will also show up right here, which are way less intrusive and absolutely look incredible. Can you give me a recipe on how to make a vegan carrot cake?
Sorry, I can't show the result to you while you're in the car.
So there will be some situations where you'll need to read. So Apple Intelligence in CarPlay has some limitations when there's a lot of text to be read or a lot of things to be spoken. On the car, it will obviously not tell you because, once again, you have to concentrate on the road. Instead of talking to an assistant, add this to my library.
I've added that to your library.
So now Siri also has kind of like this context awareness. So Siri will know that this song is what you want to save, so you can ask things like that. What's the weather like in Cupertino?
It's currently cloudy.
You can also ask for the weather, pretty much anything that you would ask on your iPhone. If it's a specific answer that is quite short, like a sports game, you can also text it to text your family members or friends. And here's a kind of trick for you. If you go inside of settings and then go inside of Apple Intelligence, and then here, you turn this on, Siri will not ask you, are you sure you want to send this to your girlfriend, for example? Text Robert.
What do you want to say to Robert?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'll send, hey, how are you doing?
And then, look, check this out. If you don't do anything, it will automatically send instead of, you being able to tap it. Boom. I just sent that text message without lifting a finger. Now, here's a very important trick, especially if you go on a lot of road trips. You can go inside of Apple Music and you can hop on a podcast, for example, which, by the way, if you want to listen to Inside the Ecosystem, which is my podcast, shameless plug. If you're into Apple, you're going to love Inside the Ecosystem. There's not a way to download offline content. Well, there kind of is, right? Let's say you go on a road trip and there's a lot of places that you don't have cellular connectivity. Well, you won't be able to stream music or stream podcast. Instead, you can simply, here's a cool trick, download offline music and podcast on your iPhone, and they will automatically, obviously, be offline on CarPlay as well. So I always recommend downloading a couple podcasts and maybe a couple playlists or album inside of Apple Music. And like this, you'll always have music and podcasts ready. No matter where you go, you'll always have content available for you. Now, as you can see, Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny is an album that is extremely colorful, which a lot of people could see that as distracting. I personally love artwork, so I always love to see it. But let's say you're one of those people that kind of finds it distracting. You're gonna want to go inside of settings, and this right here, you're gonna want to turn it off. Now, if you go inside of music, that album will kind of be blurred in the background, but it won't show it, right on your face. Depending on what you want, you could turn it off or turn it off. While we're tapping right here, I wanted to also tell you what all of this stuff means. One, you're gonna have your time, your cellular, how much cellular you have, your battery. This is your iPhone's battery, not obviously your car's battery. You're gonna have your 3 latest open apps. In this case, it was Maps, Settings, and Music. You can just tap on them. And this right here is your focus. Now, if you actually change your driving focus to a mindfulness, so you can see the icon will change. There's my date night focus right here, for example, which actually turns it on. Boom, just like that. You can customize it having a heart emoji. There's a lot of people that actually don't even have a focus on, but they just love this heart icon or different icons, no matter if it's sleep, work, personal. I'd honestly turn it into this heart and you're gonna have this little heart inside of CarPlay, which, come on, isn't that cool? And this button right here is the button that you tap to go to your home screen. And if you hold on that, you will obviously activate Siri or Apple Intelligence. If you tap on your home screen, a little trick is that it will, jump right back. Also, an extremely useful tip for Apple Maps is make sure you tell Siri where your home is. So then you can simply ask Siri, take me home. And then, actually, I won't do that. But then just by a tap, you'll be able to have directions to go back home. While we're talking about Apple Maps, there's also a bunch of things that you can do inside of Apple Maps. One, you can have specific locations pinned, like your home, like your work, etc. You can search from here, tap on specific destinations that are near you. And also something cool is if you tap on search, one, you can ask Siri or use a keyboard to type in places. But if you're looking for parking or for fast food restaurant or for coffee, it's extremely useful. Let's tap on gas stations. So if you're in a rush and you're looking for a gas station, just by a couple of taps, you'll be able to know exactly how to go to those stations. Let's tap on this right here. You can also call that specific place with this little icon right here, which a lot of people don't know about. Let's tap on go. And from here, there's a couple things that you could do as well. One, zoom out and zooming in does not work. How you zoom in to places inside of CarPlay is tapping on this. This was kind of hidden for a lot of people. You can simply tap on it and it will hide. Tap on it and these icons will come back. Just by tapping on this, you'll be able to zoom in and zoom out or move just like that. Let's tap on resume. Something else to note is that from here, you could turn on alerts only. You could tap into tell me everything on how to exactly guide me. A lot of people just don't like it on, or maybe for specific alerts. You can also have a brief overview on where you have to go, or a more, closer look if you just want to end something. Extremely useful tip as well. If you tap on right here, you can also share the ETA, your estimate arrival time, with your friends and family. So let me go ahead and send this to Robert, and boom, just like that, I've now sent my ETA with Robert, letting him know, hey, I'm arriving in 2 hours. Just like that. If you're learning a lot from this video, you should obviously automatically be hitting the subscribe button. I'm serious. There's so many more tips and tricks that I could go with and some hidden features. So if you want a part 2 of this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. You keep watching more of my videos right here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.